Hey guys, this is Mizzy here from Sweet Feather Studio. Today's video is not going to be a crafting tutorial, it's going to be more so like an instructional video. We are going to answer the question, what is an SVG? And we are also going to explore the reasons why your Cricut machine really does its best when it has a pure SVG file. So first and foremost, let's go over what SVG actually stands for. The S stands for scalable, which simply means that your graphic can be resized, reshaped, shrunk down, enlarged, it doesn't matter. The quality will always remain the same. The reason why the quality will remain the same is because the lines in your SVG are vector lines. And what this means is the lines essentially can go on forever into outer space. They will be perfect quality no matter what. And lastly, your SVG is an actual graphic. And what this means is it is not a flat image, something like a JPEG or a PNG. With a JPEG, you would have a perimeter. Essentially, your image would fit neatly inside of a square or a rectangle. But with an SVG, your graphic is actually free roaming. It does not have a background. It does not have a perimeter. And I can actually show that to you guys real quick. Like for example, if this were a JPEG, it would have to have a background. But because it is SVG, it is free roaming, and you can see there is nothing behind it no matter where it goes on my screen. So let's discuss that in a little bit more detail. We are going to delete these because we are done with them, and then I already prepared a few images that we are going to look over. So first and foremost, we have an SVG, a PNG, and a JPEG, all of the same graphic. So as we already discussed, the SVG is scalable vector graphic. That means it is completely independent. It does not need a background. It is rescalable. You can enlarge it, shrink it, whatever. And the lines are vectors, so it doesn't matter what shape or size this is, the lines will remain exactly the same. And all of these lines are controlled by what is called nodes. And Cricut uses these nodes, which are all these little boxes, to determine where to cut the graphic. So that is why SVG is so important for Cricut machines. Not only will you have very clear and precise lines, but it already comes with a bunch of nodes, which is basically a roadmap for Cricut. It tells the machine where to cut. When you don't use an SVG and you use like a PNG or a JPEG, Cricut has to manually decide where those nodes are. Let's move on now to the next one, which is the PNG. A PNG doesn't always have a background, sometimes it can, but it can seem like it's free roaming just like an SVG. However, the key difference between an SVG and a PNG is that the PNG relies real heavily on resolution. This is because the lines in a PNG are not vector like they are with an SVG. Okay, so when you enlarge a PNG, you're going to get very fuzzy, very not defined type of lines. And you can see here that my graphic program here is having a hard time determining where the hollow areas are. That is because these lines, the black areas, are not clear enough. When you go to upload this into Cricut, Cricut gets really confused too. It has to determine where the black ends and where the white starts. And sometimes it's not that simple. Like look at all in here. Just for fun, we should actually upload this to Design Space just to see what it actually comes up with. Just give me a minute here. I'm just going to upload this really quick. Okay, so let's just say that it is simple because it's just black. Hit continue. Okay, now you can see where the issues are coming from on the cut image. I'm going to upload the SVG version of that same sunflower. Okay, upload. Let's upload both just to compare. Okay, so this one here is the true SVG. You can see it is just as clear in here as it is in the program that I'm filming in. This is the SVG version that Cricut made out of our PNG file. If we zoom in, you can see that it lost a lot of detailing. Like this is all sorts of choppy. It actually didn't do that bad of a job, but yeah, look at all in here. Like look at that right there. That's really messed up. That is a perfect example of why SVGs really do matter. Even all in here, like look at the beautiful detailing in this one compared to the choppy, sloppy mess in here. Okay, really quick, we're going to go back into the program here and we're just going to look at the JPEG. We don't have to go into much detail. I just want you guys to see exactly what the differences are. Okay, so this is the PNG, which seems like it's free roaming, and it does have a transparent background because that's the way that I saved it. But with the JPEG absolutely cannot have a transparent background. All JPEGs have a background and a perimeter. JPEGs are also the lowest quality out of all of the files that we discussed today. Alright guys, I really hope that this video helped you to understand the differences between these file types. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.